Hello everyone and welcome to today's lecture on business plans for social and community service worker. In today's lecture we will be focusing on the people section of the business plan. As you all know, a business plan is a crucial document that outlines the roadmap of a business or organization, and the people section is an integral part of the plan that helps to define the human resources needed for a social service organization to function effectively. In this lecture, we will cover three main points related to the people section of a business plan. First, identifying the key personnel. And here we will discuss the process of identifying and hiring key personnel that are essential to the success of a social service organization. We will highlight the importance of defining clear job roles and responsibilities for each member of the team, and the need for a diverse team that includes individuals with a range of skills and expertise. Next, staff development and training. And we will examine the importance of staff development and training in social service organizations. We will discuss the different types of training programs available, including in-house training, external training, and continuing education, and the need to continually upskill staff to ensure that they can have and deliver high-quality services. And then finally, staff retention and motivation. We will explore the topic of staff retention and motivation, and we will discuss the challenges of retaining staff in the social service sector and strategies for keeping employees motivated and engaged, including recognition programs, performance bonuses, and career development opportunities. And overall, the people section of the business plan is a critical component to help to ensure the success of social service organizations. So by the end of this lecture, you will have a better understanding of how to develop a people section that outlines the human resources needed to achieve an organization's goals and objectives. So let's dive into this lecture. Within this lecture, we will explore the ideas of key personnel, of staff development and training, and staff retention and motivation. But I want to start off by telling a story that highlights this portion of the business plan. Now, in 1997, Paul Farmer and Jim Yun Kim co-founded Partners in Health, PIH, which was a non-profit organization committed to providing high-quality health care to impoverished communities. The organization's success in providing health care to those in need is directly attributed to its people-centered approach, which is deeply ingrained in its business plan. Now, one example that highlights the importance of the people section of a business plan is PIH's experience in Haiti following the 2010 earthquake. The organization quickly mobilized its staff, many of whom were Haitian nationals, to provide essential medical care to earthquake victims. However, the organization also recognized the importance of engaging with the local community in order to truly make a lasting impact. Now, PIH worked closely with the Haitian government and local leaders to ensure that the organization's efforts were in line with the needs of the community. They also made a concerted effort to hire and train local staff who could better understand and address the unique healthcare needs of the community. And through these efforts, PIH was able to build trust with the community and establish long-lasting relationships that even continue to today. And the people section of a business plan is critical for non-profit organizations and social service organizations like Partners in Health. Hiring and training the right people who are committed to the organization's mission and values can be the difference between success and failure. Additionally, engaging with the community and building trust can help to ensure that the organization's efforts are aligned with the needs of those that they serve. And the lessons that can be learned from Partners in Health and the experience-like organizations are numerous. First, it's essential to hire the right people for the job and invest in their training and development. Second, engaging with the local community is critical for building trust and ensuring the organization's efforts are aligned with the community needs. And finally, an organization's people-centered approach should be deeply ingrained in its business plan, serving as a guiding principle for all decision-making and operations. In essence, the people section of a business plan is a critical component for nonprofit and social service organizations. And hiring the right people, engaging with the community, and prioritizing a people-centered approach can make all the difference in an organization's success. And the lessons learned from Partners in Health and the experiences of organizations like Partners in Health highlight the importance of these principles and serve as a model for other organizations to follow. So let's dive in and explore a little bit of the importance of identifying key personnel in the business plan. And this is an essential component of any successful nonprofit organization. And it is important to understand how to properly identify and incorporate key personnel into a business plan. There are several reasons why identifying key personnel is important. First and foremost, key personnel are the individuals who are responsible for the success of the organization. And these individuals are typically the executive director, board members, and other key leaders within the organization. And without these individuals, the organization may not be able to function effectively or achieve its goals. Secondly, identifying key personnel is important for attracting and retaining funding. Many funders, including foundations and government agencies, are interested in supporting organizations that have strong leadership and a clear plan for achieving their goals. And by identifying key personnel in the business plan, organizations can demonstrate to funders that they have the capacity and expertise to carry out their mission. Now, let's take a closer look at the components of identifying key personnel in a business plan. One key component is identifying the roles and responsibilities of each person. And this should include a description of their specific duties, as well as any relevant experience or qualifications they bring to the organization. This important information is essential for people like funders and stakeholders to understand the organization's leadership structure and the skills and experience of those within the organization. Another important component is providing a succession plan for key personnel. And this should outline how the organization will manage leadership transitions, including the process for identifying and hiring new key personnel. By having a clear succession plan in place, organizations can ensure that their mission and operations will continue to be effective even in the face of leadership changes. And finally, it's important to highlight any potential risks associated with key personnel. For example, if a key personnel were to leave the organization unexpectedly, they could have a significant impact on the organization's ability to function. By identifying these risks in the business plan, organizations can be better prepared to address those challenges, and so are more flexible. In essence, identifying key personnel is an essential component of any nonprofit organization's business plan. It's important to clearly define the rules and responsibilities provided within a succession plan and highlight potential risks associated with key personnel. By doing so, organizations can demonstrate their capacity to achieve their goals, attract and retain funding, and ensure their long-term sustainability. Now, a prime example of how this is important and why it's important to highlight people in the business plan is the case of the International Rescue Committee, a global humanitarian aid organization that provides support and assistance to people affected by conflicts and disasters worldwide. In 2015, the International Rescue Committee faced a significant challenge when the Syrian refugee crisis intensified, and the organization needed to rapidly scale up its programs to meet the growing needs of the refugee population. To achieve this, the organization realized that it needed to hire more staff, expand its operations, and increase its fundraising efforts. To make this happen, the International Rescue Committee developed a comprehensive business plan that outlined its goals, objectives, and strategies for achieving its mission. One of the critical components of the plan was the section on identifying key personnel. The International Rescue Committee recognized that it needed to have the right people in place to ensure the success of its programs, and that meant identifying and recruiting individuals with the necessary skills and expertise to manage and deliver its services effectively. The International Rescue Committee's business plan highlighted the importance of having a skilled and dedicated workforce to achieve its mission. The organization recognized that its employees were its most valuable asset, and that investing in their development and training would help them deliver high-quality services to the communities they served. To achieve this, the organization developed a comprehensive training and development plan that provided its employees with the skills, knowledge, and resources they needed to succeed in their roles. And the lessons that we can learn from the International Rescue Committee experience and the ways that they were able to adapt to situations, and their recognition that people are the essential component of any business plan, really kind of highlights how important the people section is in any nonprofit sector. And so by identifying and investing in the right people, organizations can achieve their goals and objectives more effectively, deliver high-quality services to their communities, and make a positive impact on society in general. And finally, having a skilled and dedicated workforce can help the organization to respond more effectively to the changing circumstances, such as the unexpected challenges posed by the Syrian refugee crisis. So that's a little bit of a highlight of why it's important to focus and think about the people section within your business plan, and why it's important to invest in your people. We're going to pause there and take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we will explore a little bit more about staff development and training and staff retention. Hope you enjoyed your lecture so far, and I will see you in a little while. You take care. Goodbye.